Hi friends, welcome to Brave Solution Times. For today's video, we are going to see how to solve exercise 1.4, 11th sum and 12th sum. So let's get started. 11th sum. The distance as an object traveled under the gravity in time t second is given by s of t is equal to 1 divided by 2 gt square plus at plus b, where g is the acceleration due to gravity, a comma b are the constant. Check if the function s of t is 1 to 1. In the question, they have given a particle which travels for a particular distance, and then they are calculating that distance to be our s, and the time taken to cover that distance they are taking at that as t seconds. Okay, now we have to calculate what is that distance and what is that time is in numbers, right? For that they are using a formula which is s of t is equal to 1 divided by 2 gt square plus at plus b. So they are calculating the distance and time using this equation. So this is the function which is s of t, where g, so here the g is nothing but the acceleration due to gravity, and here a and b are the constants. So now we have to check if the function s of t is 1 to 1. So we have to check whether this function is 1 to 1 or not. So let's get into the sum. Now we have to check whether the given function s of t is 1 to 1. Right now let's see the definition of 1 to 1 first. If for all a1 comma a2 belongs to a and f of a1 is equal to f of a2 implies a1 is equal to a2, then f is called a 1 to 1 function. So here you can see that they have taken two elements which is a1 and a2. So we need two elements for proving a one-to-one function, right? So the function of these two elements are if this function of these two elements are equal, then it has to be a1, which means the element will also be equal. So these are the key rule. We need two elements and then the function must be equal, so that we have to prove that the elements are also equal. So this is the definition of one-to-one function. And now we first need to satisfy the first condition, which is we need two elements, right? So we are taking x comma y belongs to n, so that our x and y are the two elements. Okay, now we need the function of that two element to be equal. So we need to take this and we have to prove a1 is equal to a2. Okay, which means here x is equal to y. So if we prove x is equal to y, then you can say that s of t is 1 to 1, right? Now we are going to take these two elements and substitute in the place of t. So first element is x, so in the place of t we are going to substitute x. So s of x is equal to 1 divided by 2 g into, here there is a t square, so instead of t we are going to substitute x here. So x square plus a into, here there is a t, so instead of t we are substituting x plus b. So let's take this as our first equation, and then our second term y, right? So in the place of t now we are going to substitute y. 1 divided by 2 g, and in the place of t we are substituting y here, y square plus a into, in the place of t we are substituting y here, plus b, and this is our second equation. So now we have to satisfy our second condition. Both the function must be equal, right? S f of a1 is equal to f of a2. So this is by the definition. So here what we have to do, we have to equate these two. S of x is equal to s of y, and then we have to find a1 is equal to a2, which means x is equal to y. Okay, we have to just follow the formula of, definition of one-to-one function. Now let's write s of x is equal to s of y, right, by the definition. So now let's substitute s of x here, which means this time we have to substitute that here. 1 by 2 gx square plus ax plus b, which is equal to s of y. You have to substitute s of y here, which is 1 by 2 gy square plus ay plus b. Okay, here you can see that plus b and plus b are common on both the sides, so let's cancel that, and the remaining term we are taking it to the left hand side, so that we'll get 1 divided by 2 gx square plus ax. Then if this term comes this side, it will be a minus gy square plus ay is equal to 0. Right, now let's take the common things outside, which is 1 by 2g. Here there is a 1 by 2g. It's common, right? So let's take that outside. So 1 by 2g into, here there will be an x square. Here there is a minus, so minus. And here there is a y square. And in these two terms, a is common, right? So let's take that outside so that we'll get x. And here there is a, if this comes, right hand side comes to the left hand side, you will get a minus here, so x minus y is equal to 0. Right, now let's take apply the formula here, which is 1 by 2g into the formula of x square minus y square, which is x plus y and x minus y, right, plus a into x minus y is equal to 0. So now you can see that x minus y and x minus y is common in both the terms. So let's take x minus y outside so that you will get x minus y into 1 by 2. Here there will be a g x plus y, and then plus here there will be a here, okay, is equal to 0. So now let's take this whole term to the right hand side so that you will get 0 divided by the whole term, so that the answer will be 0 here. So let's the remaining term will be x minus y is equal to 0, which is nothing but x is equal to y. So here we have taken s of x is equal to s of y, and we have proved that x is equal to y. So therefore, by the definition of one-to-one function, you can say that S of t is 1 to 1. Okay. Now let's get to the next sum. 12th sum. The function T, which maps temperature in Celsius C into temperature Fahrenheit F, is defined by T of C is equal to F, where F is equal to 9 divided by 5C plus 32. Find T of 0, T of 28, T of minus 10. So let's see whether they have given any hint to solve this question. First hint they have given is T of C is equal to F. So here you can substitute T of C in the place of F, right, since these both are equal. So let's write that T of C is equal to, we have to write this here, which is 9 divided by 5C plus 32. Okay, now we have to find T of 0. So first subdivision is T of 0. Here in the place of C there is a 0, right? So you can say that C is equal to 0 here. Therefore T of 0 is equal to, so here in the place of C you are gonna substitute 0 here. Then 9 divided by 5, so here there is a C, you will substitute 0 here plus 32. So that your answer will be here, anything multiplied by 0, it will be a 0. So 0 plus 32, it will be, the answer will be 32. Okay, so therefore the answer is 34 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, now let's find our second subdivision, which is T of 28. For T of 28, in the place of C we have 28, so that you can write C is equal to 28. Therefore for T of C is equal to, for 9 divided by 5 you have to put that, and here there is a C, so instead of C you have to substitute 28 here, so 28 plus 32. Okay, now you have to multiply it. So 9 divided by 5, it will be 1.8, and into 28 plus 32. So while we multiply here, we will get 50.4 plus 32, and the final answer will be 82.4 degree Fahrenheit. Can you understand? The question is T of 28, and in the place of C we have 28, so we are taking that as C is equal to 28, and now we are substituting C equal to 28 in this equation. So wherever there is a C you have to substitute 28 there, and you have to solve the equation. Okay, now let's go to the third subdivision, which is t of minus 10. So in the place of c, there is a minus 10. So you can write it as c equal to minus 10 here. And then we have to substitute minus 10 in the place of c, right? So t of minus 10 is equal to 9 divided by 5, and there's a c there. So instead of that, you are gonna substitute minus 10 here plus 32. Okay, now let's cancel this 5 into 2. Okay, then we'll get an answer. 9 2s are 18 plus 32. The answer will be, so for before that we have a minus here, so that let's substitute a minus here. So minus 18 plus 32, the answer will be 14 degree Fahrenheit. And now let's go to the fourth subdivision. Fourth subdivision, the value of c when t of c is equal to 212. So we have to find the value of t of c when we have to find the value of here this t of c, and they have given the value of, we have to find the value of c and they have given the value of t of c. So let's substitute that here. The value of t of c is 212, right, is equal to 9 divided by 5 c plus 32. From here we have to find the value of c. So first let's take everything to the left hand side, so that you'll get 2 and 2 minus 9 divided by 5 c minus 32 is equal to 0. Now you have to find the value of c, right? So let's keep that this particular term this side, and you can take other thing to the right hand side, so that you'll get 9 divided by 5 c is equal to here there will be a plus 32 minus 212, right? And now here it will be minus c into here if we multiply if we add it, we'll get minus 180, and then 9 by 5 will go that side as 5 by 9, right? Now let's cancel this, we'll get 20. So minus c is equal to minus 20 into 5, it will be 100, right? So we'll get minus c is equal to minus 100, and here the minus and minus will get cancelled, so that therefore we'll get c is equal to 100 degree Celsius. Okay, so this is our c. That's it. Now let's go to the fifth subdivision. Now let's take a quick review before going to the fifth subdivision. They have given the value of t of c, and we have to find the value of c. So in the place of t of c, we are substituting 212, and in order to find the value c, we are taking everything to the left hand side, so that we'll get this term, and then you are taking keeping that c term to the left hand side, and we are taking other terms to the right hand side, and then we are solving this equation and finding the value of c. Fifth subdivision, the temperature when the Celsius value is equal to the Fahrenheit value. So we have to find the temperature when the Celsius value, which is we are considered to be c, is equal to the Fahrenheit value f. Okay, when the Celsius value is equal to the Fahrenheit value, we have to find the temperature of it, right? So we already know what's our Fahrenheit, right? F is equal to 9 divided by 5 c plus 32. So in the place of f, we are going to substitute that 9 divided by 5 c plus 32. Okay, now let's take the c terms to the left hand side, so that we'll get c is c minus 9 by 5 c plus 32, is equal to 32, right? Now let's take c to be common, so that we'll get 1 minus 9 by 5 is equal to 32, and while we subtract this, we get c into minus 4 by 5, which is equal to 32. Now let's take this minus 4 by 5 to the right hand side, so that you'll get c is equal to 32 into minus of 5 by 4. Right, so while we cancel 4, we'll get 8. So 8 5s are 40. Here there is a minus sign, so you have to put a minus 40. degree. So our temperature, when the Celsius and Fahrenheit are equal, the temperature will be minus 40 degree. Okay. Now I will let you know the answer which I have asked in my previous video. Who is the father of mathematics? The answer is Archimedes. I'll repeat it. Archimedes. The life of Archimedes impacted the people of his time because his invention brought a new level of ancient warfare. He was also known for being a mathematician and for his scientific writings, many of which still survive even today. His father was an astronomer who discovered the size and the distance of sun and the moon. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.